Nintendo of America just released a brand new trailer for Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. And while it is a fun little trailer on the surface, we got absolute bombshells of lore drops for the Tomodachi Life Direct Island. In case you didn't know, a few months ago, Nintendo had a Tomodachi Life-centered Nintendo Direct, where we saw a little story play out in the background, with different casts of characters based on the different regions the Direct aired in. And while these little stories were really fun to pick apart and notice all the tiny little details brewing within them, they put so much little detail into all of these characters. I even made a little video about it if you want to see some of said story, in case you weren't aware or just didn't see the Direct. But a couple hours ago, at the time of recording this, Nintendo of America put out a tiny little trailer for Tomodachi Life that kind of feels like an epilogue to that American Direct. A trailer in the same vein hasn't been released in the UK or Japan yet, though Japan has been getting these cute 30-second commercials where this girl is showing the game to her friend or coworker or dad, somebody. She's showing the game to somebody. And we see a lot of things in these that we really haven't seen in the main trailers for the game. Is that me, Beyblade? What is that? What the? I'm getting a little bit too far ahead of myself. Back to the American trailer, it starts off pretty normal. We see some familiar faces, Carlo, Mocha, my beloveds, but we quickly see Crystal is the main character of this trailer, which I'm honestly really happy about. I know they're just me's, but she was so neat in the original Direct, and there was so much fan art of her, so it's really fun to see her make another official appearance before the game actually comes out. But we follow Crystal around all of her different part-time jobs, so #relatable. And we even see Hugh Morris at the clothing shop. He's like a cryptid. We're gonna see him like a cryptid sighting like 70 times throughout this video. But following Angie's heartbreak with Hugh Morris in the original Direct, we see that she's still sad about it. So Crystal dedicates herself to being Angie's full-time best friend. And that's because Crystal is the absolute best. I knew I made a right decision for choosing her as my favorite me in the original Direct. But then she serves Angie a hot dog flavored granola parfait. Never mind, what the fuck, Crystal? She even cosplays and blows bubbles with her bestie. And oh my god, is that Hugh Morris? She even plays video games with Angie because they're best friends. And oh my god, it's Hugh Morris again! But that's basically the point of this trailer, is to show how good of friends Angie and Crystal really are, and how your Miis can also interact like this on your island. Which, like, yeah, that's absolutely awesome. I can't wait to see just how much my Miis can interact and how much they can push the limits of actually making every Mii entirely unique. Unfortunately, at the time of recording this, we haven't gotten a UK or Japan equivalent of this trailer, which really sucks because those characters in those trailers are also really neat. So, if you're interested in the characters of those regions, I would stick it out a couple more days to see if they do put out a trailer, since sometimes they are a little bit delayed for different regions, but I really do hope they make an equivalent of this trailer for the other regions, because, like, we need to see Bubbles again, but I sadly don't really think they will be getting one. Again, I could be wrong, but Japan has been getting these little 30-second bumper trailers now, and we don't get anything like this in America or the UK, so I don't know. I think the mandatory Living the Dream trailers are all already out, and I think we're just getting these put out randomly. We might get one more unified trailer across all regions, like right before release, but I think right now it's kind of just a free-for-all to just post whatever they can muster up to promote the game. So, I don't know. They're just doing whatever they can to keep us Tomodachi freaks fed, and I respect it. But they definitely did do just that. I love that we actually got to see these little characters again, even though we do see them occasionally in a couple social media posts, and they are just Miis. They have a lot of charm to them, and a lot of people have fell in love with the tiny little quirks in all of these Miis. Whether it be Carlo, or Crystal, or Hugh Morris. Hopefully we do get to see them a couple more times, maybe even in some post-release trailers, or if we get any DLC or anything. But in the meantime, this tiny trailer was an absolute treat to see. And I'll stop yapping your ear off now. Comment down below what your favorite Mii in these trailers were to see, no matter what region they come from, and what you're most excited for in Tomodachi Life. And I'll see you all on April 16th, once Living the Dream finally actually releases and we can all actually finally play it and stop overanalyzing these trailers for everything. Goodbye, everybody.